Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and welcome to the show. Happy Friday, everybody, and happy eclipse, right? I wanted to just come on and say hello. All right. So Lisa would like me keep, yeah. Message from Spirit for Lisa Davies. So I do hear them saying take baby steps, a little bit at a time. Don't bite off more than you could chew. I do see some beautiful energies around you, angelic energies. They want you to follow your heart. I see that you feel this like opening in your heart, and that's information. That's a way for you to tell. That's your indication that you're being led, or you're being or that a message is coming through, or that there's information. When you feel like you're being led by your heart, and I know that you do follow this, but I do see you feeling a lot, and they want you to also ground, Lisa. Work on grounding, and you can do that by picking up little stones and hanging onto the stones, keeping them with you, putting them in your pocket, carrying them around in anywhere that you can, and or wear jewelry with a stone in it. And that's what they said, Lisa. Oh, yeah, cheap ass me. Maybe you and I can get together. She says, "Is there one available for download?" I'll see. I'll see. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I can't see why not. But the only thing is, like, everybody's on the class with us, so it's hard. Like, if I just do one without people in it, then I'd be able to send it to you. Okay, good, Kevin. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much, Lisa. And the next one I have is Kelly. And Kelly, if you're still here, just say hello. Let me know you're still here. I do see a couple people watching. I don't know if it's you. Okay, good. All right, Kelly. She would love a message. I'm going to do like an energy reading for you. Or no, a message from spirit. I'll do a message from spirit guides. I see that you are creative and you are intuitive. You you are wondering sort of what some of these things mean. Like, you always have some sort of a knowing, or a good instinct, or a gut instinct, or you get messages, but you're not really working on honing those skills. You may even use some tarot cards or oracle cards and crystals and things like this. I feel like you may have also, you like the holistic kind of health, like Reiki, acupuncture, these kinds of things. So you understand sort of like the natural rhythm of the world, of Earth, of you, of your own vibration and frequency. And you just, I see you like a sponge. You just want to know it all. You heard little bits and pieces, and the little bits and pieces that you hear, they resonate with you as true, and you want to learn more. You want to know what the end result is. You want to like uncover the the answers. So you're a truth seeker too. That's really cool. Kelly, let me know if that makes any sense to you. She's typing, I'm sure. Hi, Amanda. Hi, LP. Hi, Nicole. She said perfectly makes sense. Oops, that's the next person. Sorry. She said perfectly. Well, thank you very much, Kelly. And I love your enthusiasm and your thirst. Keep searching, keep uncovering, keep following your instincts, because it's they say that our DNA is becoming activated, which is allowing us to learn and to see, and our awareness, it's almost like some of the um you know blinders have been taken off, and we're able to absorb and see and receive information. So you're definitely on your way there, Kelly. Oh, you're welcome. She says thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so the next ones I have is Lois Hager, Cheap Ass Me, and James Davis. So Lois, Cheap Ass, and James, please let me know please say hello. All right. You're welcome, Kelly. Lois says, does my guide Barnaby have any messages that aren't getting through? I'm going to use my pendulum since it's so specific for Barnaby. So Lois wants to know if Barnaby is able to answer a question. Is Barnaby here with us right now? And that is my yes. It's ever so subtle. And am I 7 feet tall? And that is my no. Okay. So Barnaby, are you with Lois right now and communicating with us? Yes. Barnaby, are you omnipresent? Can you be with me and Lois simultaneously? Look how fast it's swinging. Wow. Wow. Barnaby is it okay, is Barnaby a pet name, a wonderful name that Lois chose for you? Saying yes. Are you of and the angelic realm? Do you come from the angelic realm? No. Are you from the spiritual realm? Are you from the spiritual realm? Yeah. Are you an ascended master? Are you an ascended master? No. Are you an accredited spirit guide just for Lois? Do you have accreditation for spirit guide? Yep. Okay, and have you been with Lois her entire life? No. Have you been with Lois since she's been working on her spiritual awareness? That's my yes. And is Lois able to receive 50% of your messages? No. Wow. Is Lois able to receive 25% of your messages? Around. Is Lois able to receive 40% of your messages? He's saying yes. Is Lois able to receive 50% of your messages? Around. Yeah, let's go. Oh, no, that went to no. That went to no. Is Lois, so are these things that you're sending to Lois? Are they in her dreams? Are you sending her messages? No. Are you sending her messages in her daily activities? Yes. Are you sending her messages in her meditations? Are you sending her messages? No. Are you sending her messages in her everyday activity? Yes. Good for you. So Barnaby, I want to know, Barnaby, are you from the galactic realm? Are you a galactic guide? No. You're a spiritual guide. You're a spirit. Okay, yes. And Barnaby, did you ever have a lifetime here on Earth? Did you ever have a lifetime here on Earth? Yes. Were you here on Earth within the last 50 years since 1980? Were you here since around 1980 or later? No. Were you here between 1900 and 1980? Yes. Were you here between 1950 and 1980? No. Were you here between 1925 and 1950? Yes. Wow. Lois, I don't know if you knew all that. This guy is for real. This guy is here, and he was here between 1925 and 1950, and he's your guide, and he's accredited. But he hasn't been with you your whole life. He's been with you since you've started your spiritual journey. So I don't know, that could be 30 years. I don't know. But that is so interesting. So interesting. You're welcome. You're welcome. My gosh, I would like to know more. She said, I did not. You gave me his name 2 months ago. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, Lois, that was, yeah, isn't that was really cool. Fascinating, Nicole says. It's, I kind of felt like because it was so third party and it was abstract. I felt like I needed to have a visual. Like if I sat here and got the messages, it wouldn't have come through as strong. But this, when I do the pendulum, it actually surprises me because it takes away my. mm, it takes away like my opinion or my wishes or my hopes, and it answers straight from the spirit. So Barnaby, are you the one who's moving my pendulum? Yes. And is Lois able to connect with you with with her pendulum? Yes. He says he doesn't want to scare you. He doesn't he I'll work harder on my hearing. You know, our spirit guides send us I mean, that's really good to get 40% of those messages. That's a lot of messages. That's a lot of messages. They're constantly reassuring us and helping us and guiding us. But yeah, yeah, that's good. I wouldn't work harder on my hearing. And this is what I've learned, that it's not try. It's not how hard you try, it's how relaxed you are and allow. The more you allow, the more quiet time, the more you can stop and say, and listen, and then go and do it, and then stop and say, and feel and listen, so that when you tune in regularly throughout the day, um, you'll get used to how that feels. And then when you're, going through and you're cleaning out a closet, or you're packing up the car, and you think, oh, I should bring my bathing suit and towel, and it's not you remembering, it's Barnaby reminding you. Honestly, this is how much they are with us and how much they communicate with us. And so if you would, if throughout your day you would stop and just listen, and maybe for 5 minutes, maybe do it 5 minutes an hour, and see what comes through. And as long as you're like raising the frequency or the altered state of consciousness, and you're listening and you're open, it's almost like having an antenna, and you're like open to receiving information, and you're tuned in and turned on, and you're not sort of looking at a screen and being busy, but you're in nature, or you're on a walk, or you're working out, or and you just have your mind open. And this way they can get through a lot more. And they do want to work with us in balance. All right. Wonderful. Thank you, Lois. That was really interesting. I've always wanted to do something like that. Maybe we can do it again sometime, Lois. All right. Cheap Ass Me, and then James Davis. I think, yeah, Cheap Ass, and both of you guys are here. Thank you. Love to hear from my mother, Barbara, who passed in 2005. I'm so sorry, Cheap Ass Me. I'm so sorry. She sounds like a lovely woman. I'm just looking over here and getting some more crystals so I can hold on to them. I can pick up your mom. I was doing some meditation and practicing where my loved ones sit. You're welcome, Lois. So when I close my eyes and I ask for the loved ones, I know the mother and grandmother sit at the head of the dining room table. The sisters sit across or on the sides of the table, and the nieces and nephews sit in the kitchen with the kids. Friends would sit beside, and or cousins would sit beside, but sisters or siblings would sit across. So I have this dining room table that I use as one of my mechanisms to allow your loved ones to come through and sit at this table so that I can talk to them. She's sending you love and hugs and kisses, Cheap Ass Me. She came through with a, a huge expression of love. So much love, unconditional love. And she wants to, she has one of those little, the brush that you would brush off either your clothing, or you would sweep up with a little pan. You can't see a little pan, and you would brush it up onto the pan, but it's a handheld brush. It's not it's not the long one. It looks like a broom, but it's like a mini broom. And she's like brushing off anything that is weighing you down, or that's worrying you, or that you're carrying, or um, that is not yours. She's brushing all of this off, all of this dense or negative or hurtful or um, guilty, regrets, these kinds of things. She said, brush it all away. She said, it means nothing. She said, it means nothing. There's no need for you to carry any of this. She said, it means nothing. She says, what they tell you here to be regretful for in your lifetime does not mean anything on the other side. And she says, what is important is what we give. We give love, we give service, we give forgiveness, we give, anything that we give here in this world means something in the other world, not things that we say or do or didn't do or made mistakes. None of that matters over there. That has no clout. There's no checkboard for check off sheet for mistakes, for things said, for wrongdoing, for being late, any of those things. That is like a human or an ego kind of a scoreboard. She says on the other side is, did you receive love and give love? Did you receive forgiveness and give forgiveness? Did you give service and receive service? Are you open? Like, these are the things that are so important. And she's brushing away all of that other unnecessary sort of, it almost is like energy around you that you're sort of carrying. You ever see on the Peanuts, his name is Pigpen, and he has a blanket and he walks around, and all that kind of dirt is walking around him. is like coming up from around him. That's sort of what it looks like. And she's trying to brush all that away because it's like thought forms or memories or regrets that you may be thinking of or wishes. She's saying none of that matters here. And she's saying that you're doing great. She's saying you have she's saying you have all of your ducks in a row, everything in order. And she said, you're extremely conscientious. And she wants you to trust yourself more. She wants you to write down your thoughts and feelings. Um, she said, you know more than you think you do. And she said, try not to listen to so many other opinions. And try, like in the morning, when you sit down for 30 minutes quietly, write down your own opinions, write down your own thoughts. And you can consult others, but you don't always have to be led by others. Be discerning with the information that you receive. She said she's doing very well. She shows me like, did she wear like a shirt on the outside of her jeans or something? Because she shows me like her pulling down her shirt over her jeans and like adjusting her shirt. I don't know if she had like you know how wore like a cardigan with a shirt underneath, but she keeps adjusting her shirt. I don't know if she did that all the time. I don't know if I can say this on live TV, but she's showing me about her undergarments, how uncomfortable they were. Does she have the really hard kind of undergarments that weren't comfortable? She said, I've had bouts of guilt because she was in a non-coma for over a year and I just couldn't let her go. She's saying, brush all that. That matters. That doesn't matter here. That has no weight. There's no check marks here. You're not being judged. You're not being, this is you doing this to yourself. She says, brush all that off. Just brush it off. Brush that guilt off. You don't need that. I knew that she would forgive me for the delay, but I really needed to hear it. Aw. Cheap ass me. She's so sweet. Do you remember James is cracking up about those undergarments, right? She would write often, okay. Do you know that she's telling me her undergarments were uncomfortable. Is she a little bit funny? She's really very young at heart, and she just sends you so much love. It was like this big, huge expression of love that came bursting through. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have said it, but thank you, Cheap Ass Me, and thank you to her mother, Barbara. What a lovely, lovely soul. Okay, James is next. After James is Teresa and Kendra. So just say hello. Teresa Hadarian and Kendra Lesher. James is next, and he says, I'd love a message, guides or interdimensionals. Wow. Okay, so let me just, Cheap Ass says she often did a tank with another shirt open. Yep, that I see her like fixing it. Like, you know how they do. Oh, she would quit wearing a bra later in life. This is what she's saying. It was so uncomfortable. That is a validation because she kept saying his bras are ridiculous. They're so uncomfortable. That is so funny, right, Karen? I'm like, I can't say that. But if they say, there's a reason why she wants me to say it because that's something that she knew. She quit wearing a bra. Kendra's like, that's confirmation. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, let's go back to James. Barbara's got us all going here. Is she a funny lady? Woof. She wants to raise all of our vibration for sure. How lovely is that? All right, James says, message from guides or interdimensionals. So, So, I would like to connect with James Davis's guide. Is there a spirit guide here for James Davis? Yes. Okay. Stop. Is there a interdimensional? No, there's not one. Is there? Is it like is there a different realm? Are there beings or a consciousness or a guide from a different realm? Yes, it's a different realm. Maybe the terminology is a little off. Um, is Are you looking for a dragon, James? Is there a dragon that's here for James that is a guide for James? There, you have a dragon here. And so let's see what the dragon has to say. So, what I got when I was tuning in is that you are part of that interdimensional kind of realm. You visit this realm and you have like a lifetime in that realm. This is why it interests you so much. Um, and I see that there is a dragon that is coming forward for you. And he says he's a shapeshifter. He's saying, don't just think of me as a dragon. He says, I can do and be many different things. That's what's so wonderful about these realms. They're ever changing. And it is almost like a dream and a creative kind of a realm. Like, I believe he can be a flying dragon and then be a two-legged uh, being as well. And then whenever he wants, he can be in his dragon um, form. So is James Davis's dragon here with us now? Yes. And are you telling me that you are a shapeshifter? Yes. Is this the creative nature of the realm? It's like a dreamlike state, is what he's showing me. Yes. And can you shapeshift when you're in this realm? Yes. Is James Davis, is one of his past lives in one of these realms? Yes. Is James Davis able to write books and stories about his experiences? Maybe if he wants to. Um, how is it best for you to, what is the best information or guidance that you can give to James right now? He wants you to work on getting to know your own soul's vibration and getting to know your own soul's desire, your strongest desire, like whatever makes you happy. And he wants you to do that because if you may be, I think you're a little bit like an inventive, you have an inventor's kind of a mind, and no matter how simplistic it might be, I feel like you do like to create new things or find find uh, remedies for things. Like, do you know MacGyver? Are you like a MacGyver, James? Would you classify yourself as a MacGyver? I don't think it's your higher self, James. No, it's it's your it's a dragon. It's like a spirit guide, but in a different dimension or a different realm. So is James like a good like a MacGyver? Is he able to find a solution to almost any problem? Yeah. So I feel like you have this MacGyver kind of a way about you, but he wants you to find what it is. Okay, wow. You're more like Nikola Tesla. Wow. Interesting, James. Good for you. He wants you to pursue what you are most passionate about and try to keep as much of the noise out of you know, uh, measure or filter your intake because that might. you might think, oh, I just heard that, or oh, some songwriters won't listen to anybody else's music because it might influence them. But you do have that creative kind of mind, and you do have the ability to be you can think outside of the box and outside of the possibilities, even things that are not even a possibility in this realm, in this on this earth, in this incarnation, but it will be in the near future. You know what I mean? If you allow yourself to think that far. Hmm. The intake does influence. Hmm. Yep. Yep. So that's what they want you to do, is to follow your bliss, be creative, work on what what you enjoy, what really excites you, I guess. All right. Thank you, James. And next is Teresa, and then Kendra, and then Lisa. So did Teresa say hi? Did anybody see Teresa? Do I have any moderators here? Karen's here. I didn't see Teresa. Karen, you can't be my only moderator. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Deb. I don't see her. Oh, that's Teresa Alderman Stevens is here, but not Teresa Halderan. But Teresa, if you guys want a message, just put it in. I'll try and get to it. I don't see Teresa Hadarian. What about Kendra Lesher? Oh, Teresa Hadarian. It was right above it. Okay, good, good. She would like a message from her sister Marion, who passed recently. I'm so sorry, Teresa. I'm sorry for your loss. And Kendra, I see you. Teresa, sister Marion. Ah, she. So she's right beside you, sort of sitting down next to you, with her elbows on her knees, and sort of looking around at you, saying, "You're going to be okay." She wants you to. She wants you to be okay. She's sort of sitting next to you, but leaning down and turning around and looking at your face like this. She doesn't want um, she doesn't want to be the reason for your pain. She understands that grieving is a natural human process, and that when we separate from those that we love, it is a physical separation from the physicalness of them, and it is physically painful. And she wants you to know that it will take time for you to, it's sort of like reestablish, readjust, and sort of put yourself back together again. And not only that, but get to know who you are without her being in your life. And because you've always been, sister was like an identity for you. And you may have other siblings, but not her sister. So she wants you to know that you will always be her sister. And her physical existence has crossed over, but the love never died. The love between you never died. The love between you is still alive, and is and always will be in existence. She's saying, so you don't have to cut off that love. The love that you have for me is always alive and will always connect us. She's saying, but you will feel a physical pain and a longing for, um, you know, for her and who you were as her sister. She wants you to be kind to her, to yourself. She's trying to, she wants you to look at pictures. She says, you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to look at pictures. I'll be a mess. She said, look at the pictures, be a mess. She said, let it out. She said, it's almost like in a safe container when you're, whether you have people around you to support you, or if you're in whenever you are by yourself and you have some time in a in a room by yourself, you can look at some pictures and talk to her. And she says, when you think of her, she says it's like sending her a text, and she knows you're thinking of her, and she can come in close to you and console you, but she doesn't want to interfere in the grieving process or in your life. So when you look at pictures, or you have her blanket, or you have her jacket, or whatever it is that you have of hers, and you sit down and you want to think of her, she'll know to come in close to you. She doesn't want to interfere with your life in any way. She wants to thank you for a beautiful service. I feel like it was a beautiful day, unusually warm and sunny day. And she's just really glad that everybody was there. And she said it was small. I feel like her family was there. Does she have children? I don't Her husband, I don't know if her husband's still here or not, but she's saying her children. She said everybody was is strong. They're managing well, like emotionally. She's saying, but in a few months is when it's gonna, like, it's hard now for sure, but it's after the fact when all of the plans and arrangements and people coming in from out of town, all of that stuff goes away. She's saying um, that's when it's going to be that you may feel like another resurgence of this grief. And she just wants you to know to allow the waves come in and the waves go out. She's saying that I feel like she had like short, like strawberry blonde hair, reddish, some reddish in her hair. Um, and she was in good shape too. I feel like she was a walker, and it's almost like you can't believe it because she was, doing so well and she was healthy. So it came out of nowhere. But I do see, does she have grandchildren too? She's showing me little ones. She has children, and I think she has grandchildren. So let me open my eyes because I didn't have that. Oh, right. She's saying, too hard for me to look at pictures. She's saying, yeah, she's saying she knows this. And when you're ready, it's okay. It's okay. And yes, husband and two grown kids, grandchildren too. Yep. She sees all of them, and she's saying they're being strong now, and in a little while it's you know that there's different stages. Like, this is me without my mom in the summer, this is me without my mom at the pool, this is me without my, like, they'll have to go through every instance of their life in a new way. And the grieving process does hit them. um, are you near them? Do you have any support? Do you have any other brothers or sisters or family around to support you? Because it's important to be with others, just as long as somebody else is around, or that somebody else is within a phone call away. Yeah. She's saying when you're ready, she'll come. She wants to give you your time. Oh, Teresa. Yeah. Okay. All right. Miss Marion. Thank you very much, Sister Marion, for coming through. All right, Kendra is here, and then Lisa, and then Play, Love, Remember. Okay, you do have support, but no family. Okay. That's fine. Take good care of yourself, Teresa, and thank you very much for trusting me with your dear sister. Oh, and the chat is here for you too, Teresa. I'm glad I found you. I thought you weren't here. So Kendra says, message from her spirit guides. I've been trying to see if I can get a spirit guide name so I can try and reach out specifically. I heard Jack. And, spirit guides sometimes will come through with like a one syllable name in the simplest form to make it easy for us. And it's a very common name. But I heard Jack. And I heard Betsy. Betsy and Jack. And Betsy is like a fairy godmother, like a beautiful divine feminine, somebody who loves to take care of you, watches over you, and loves you unconditionally, and hugs you and tucks you in at night. And Jack is a motivator, sort of like a coach. He's a motivator. He's like keeping you on your toes, and he's egging you on, edging you on. He's saying that he's saying you need it. He's saying she needs somebody to keep after her, to keep her motivated, to keep her going, to keep her interested. So Jack is saying he wants you to do more things for yourself, Kendra. You do a lot of things for other people, and you have a good intentions. He just wants you to even out the attention and the energy that you put towards yourself is less, and he wants you to really like almost like they can't do it for us, so they need to pop these thoughts in your own mind so that you can do them for yourself. Like they would want you to organize your bills from last year now that you've done your taxes, and he wants you to organize them and put them away so that you'll know where they are in case you need them, and get rid of anything that you don't need, like these kind of things. But you're like, yeah, I'll do it later. So they can't make us do it. They can put suggestions in, and it's not really like about bills or anything, but it's about keeping you in an optimal, like if you have junk and things that are left undone, they sort of weigh on us and they sort of hang over us, and we feel like we keep having to it's something to remember. Oh, I'll do that later. Oh, I'll do that later. Whereas if we do it and it's off our plate, then we're more, there's more room and more ease and less stress for us to move on. Does that make sense? Is there something that you're putting off there, Miss Kendra? That makes sense. I do need someone to motivate me. I have self-limiting beliefs. I do need to declutter and putting it off. This is what he's like. He's like, Kendra, this is him being your coach. But he's a cutie. He's got like a twinkle in his and a little dimple too. So he does it in the cutest way, and he's a motivator. And Betsy's saying Go to bed a little early. Use more of that night cream. Betsy is like, wants to make sure that you're comfortable and you're safe and you're warm and tucks you in at night. And that's what I get for them. So that was good. That was good, Kendra. Thank you very much. Lisa is next. After Lisa is Play, Love, Remember, and S. Steele. Aw. Hi, Swampy. Okay, Lisa says, I'd love to hear from my mom, Judy, or dad, Willie. Oh, wait, let me make sure that Lisa is here. In fact, I think her mom may have said, make sure she's there because I don't think I saw her. Lisa P73, are you here? Oh, you were here back at 15 minutes ago. I don't know if you're still here. So is Lisa Play, Love, Remember, or S. Steele? Oh, Lisa is here. Good, good, good. Okay, thank you. And I see S. Steele. So guys, stick around. Let me check with tune into Judy. Did she like grapes? She's showing me grapes. And either that or she wants you to eat fruit or she always liked fruit. Did she like grapes and fruit? She's coming through very gently. I feel like she was tired towards the end. I don't know if she had like COPD or cardiovascular kind of a thing that was slowing her down. I don't know if it was her breathing or her heart. She just seemed tired and out of breath. But she was, I feel like she was independent almost towards the end, almost until she got closer to the end. But she was independent for most of her life. She's telling me. And then something happened. I don't know if it was a car accident or a fall. And then I feel like she had a little bit of dementia. And then it just went like I feel like her will to live sort of changed. And she's saying, don't feel sorry for me. She says, um, I lived a very happy, full life. I feel like she did a lot of things. I feel like she traveled. I feel like she flew on airplanes. I feel like she went to see places. And she enjoyed, she took opportunities and she made plans. I feel like she was social. She had some social friends, like maybe a group. I don't know if it was a couples, I don't know if she went on cruises or if I see her like visiting. I don't know what this is. It's like a steeple or something. It's not a steeple. It's like, is it, I don't know. It's a landmark that it's a very tall building and it has a point on it. I don't know what it is, but she's showing me that she went to different places, like maybe um, Niagara Falls or something. Like she went to these places. She made an effort to see these things. And she said, I would go anywhere just to get away, have some fun, go out to dinner, be with my friends. She said, it's nice to go and see these things, but it was the adventure and having fun with her friends that was most exciting to her. So, Lisa, let me know. Oh my gosh. She said she had lung cancer, that's why she couldn't breathe. Oh my gosh, Lisa, I'm so sorry. Mhm, mhm. She said that she wants you to, take the opportunities as they come and to live life each day to the fullest, and don't let it slow you down. Did she travel a lot, Lisa? Did she go and do things with her friends? Oh, she was very strong-willed woman when she was younger before I was born. Okay. Mhm. She says that she didn't let very much stop her in life. So, what is your message for Lisa? She said that you are a lot like her, and she's so very proud of you, and you're so beautiful, and she remembers the day that you were born, and she says you were sassy. Would she call you sassy? And you, sort of ruled. Were you the oldest grandchild or the oldest child in the family? But she said you were a little bossy. Oh, okay. And the family did travel before you came. I see. Uh, yep, yep, yep. She wants you to know that she's not suffering anymore. She wants you to know that she is free and clear of so much. She says that, I feel like maybe she smoked even, or she worked in a place that other people smoked. Was there secondhand smoke? Maybe it was secondhand smoke, but she did a little bit. But she really she did go where she wanted when she wanted. Um, she wants you to know that she did smoke. Mm. She said that, she understands that there are restrictions or that there are cautions in this time in history. She said, but even with that, take the opportunities as they come. Create some, um, recreation in your life to have some fun and to enjoy yourself. Are there friends around you, Lisa, that you hang out with? She almost wants for you what she had. And it was this carefree, she wouldn't move in with her friends, and she wouldn't like, um, you know, I don't know. She liked her friends and she loved her friends. They were fun, but she wouldn't move in with them. Like, you don't have to marry these people. You just have to have friends, go out and do things. She wants you to be a little bit more social. That's all. And she understands with the way that life, or that, with the COVID and us coming back out and how hard it is. She understands all that, but she just wants the best for you and the most. And, take any opportunity that you can and create maybe a situation where you can go out and have a little fun, so that she can live vicariously through you. Does that make sense? Yeah, yeah. She understands that. She does. She said this is probably why she wants you to keep going while you can and keep going as much as you can right now. It's a beautiful summertime. You can get in the car and go for a drive and stop for lunch and then come back home, Do what you can. All right, Lisa, your mom is so cute. She's just showing me how um what would you call that? Social she was. She was very social. Yeah, makes total sense. Yep. Yep. You're welcome, Lisa. All right. Play Love Remember. Did Play Love say hello? And S Steele. Yep. Play Love says, yeah. Okay. So Play Love wants an energy reading. You're welcome, Lisa. She sends you her love. So Play Love Remember. I'm going to have to call you Play, but I see she's. I feel as though you like to wear hats, different kinds of hats, and you wear them indoors. And you have straight, not straight, but straighter hair. I think it's a medium color. You do like sports. Are you a little bit of a tomboy? Like you can like go out and get firewood and bring it in. Not a tomboy. I'm just saying that you can do a lot of different things. You're not. You're a little. You are. You like the outdoors, and you're not afraid of getting your hands dirty. You can do a lot of things. You're very independent, and you're very resourceful, and you're really smart too. And they're saying that. They say that you are a little hard on yourself. You do have very high expectations of others and very high expectations of yourself. And I feel as though you may have had a strict upbringing where people or others would criticize you or expect you to achieve. They're showing me that you were like in Girl Scouts and you really liked Girl Scouts. And this outdoor achievement and getting the patches and so somebody is saying that you took it very seriously, like you were very I don't know what you would call it, enterprising, and you were competitive and you wanted to get all of the patches. I do feel as though you have a on button and an off button. And what I mean by that is you get an idea or you have an inspiration and you go out and you buy all the stuff and you come home and you figure out how to build it and you get all the glue and you come to a place where you're either tired, hungry, or you need more supplies. And then it kind of sits there for a few days and you're like, what happened to that inspiration I just had? I was so inspired. I wanted to get it like um you jump in with both feet instead of taking one step at a time and planning. You sort of like go all in to get something done. And then you burn yourself out and then you have to rest or recuperate and figure it out a different day. But does any of this make sense to you, Play? I don't know if you're still in the chat. I thought I had Everybody said hello. Is S Steele here? And Nicole? S Steele's here. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Yes, but not Girl Scouts. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't have to be specifically just that you were competitive and like to achieve and win things. So when you achieve and win things, you get rewards for things that you do. But when there's things that you do and you don't get rewards, it's harder for you to give yourself that reward. I was an athlete up into my 40s. Wow. You are hard on yourself. You know, that is real. You have to, the competitiveness is what I found, is what I felt too. And you being really, really hard on yourself, and you're still hard on yourself. You still expect yourself to achieve to a certain level, and you have very high expectations. This serious runner. Yeah. hmm How beautiful is that? You must have, did you ever? Well, I'm sure you did. If you're a serious runner, you must have really gotten that runner's high. When you get that runner's high, it's almost like altering that state of consciousness, and you may have had good ideas and good dreams or good plans. It's a good time, when your mind is clear like that and at a high oxygen level. And um, yeah, you are hard on yourself. Oh, I'm so sorry, but whoever, the message is to try and give yourself a break, give yourself some slack, give yourself some grace, go easy on yourself. And that thing is on a timer; it didn't just go off. Um, and sort of like count your blessings, because I think that you have achieved a great deal. I mean, obviously achieved a great deal in your life, and you still do. Like, just because it's not any, like, you're not beating any record day to day, doesn't mean that you're not accomplishing. And they just want you, I feel as though you do have very high expectations for yourself, whatever that might be. And they just want you to know that you are enough, and doing your best each day is enough. And they want you to give yourself achievement awards for each day. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, Play. Thank you very much for your feedback. I appreciate that. Thank you, Karen. I knew I would never get to all of them. It is over an hour. Maybe I should. Well, let me see. Is S. Steele and Nicole here? S. Steele. Yeah, you guys are still hanging around. Okay. Okay. So Play says played co ed ball from 30 to 40, loved moving energy. Oh, I've always loved learning and reading. Good. Well, good for you. Good for you. Yep, I'll just do these last two and that'll be it. S. Steele and Nicole Magnus are the last two. Thank you guys for hanging around and being so patient, sticking around here. Oh, you're welcome. See, Play says it was great. Good. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Trisha. Steele says, could I have a message about the career field I will end up being in ultimately? Okay. So I'll tune into your energy. Do you like graphic art? I see like cartoons or drawings. I do see you building. You like to build things. You're very good with your hands. You're very good with your eyes, and you can put together You're a conceptual thinker, and you can format something in your mind and then build it. And you may want to do this sort of on a smaller scale with your hands rather than on a larger scale with equipment. You know what I mean? And see how you like it. But you are a builder, and I feel like you may be getting into the green, natural, organic, and sustainable green technology, or buildings, or um, things that people will use. I like the green technology for you. And you like to draw or cartoon, or if you ever did that, but that is part of your uh, putting on paper what you see in your mind and your ability to create. I want you to know that it's important, even though you're not at your ultimate uh, occupation. I want you to know it's important for you to act as if you are. And I'm not saying don't have fun, don't go on vacations, don't have downtime, but really, prepare yourself and take care of yourself, and make sure you drink water, make sure you go to bed at night, and make sure you wake up at a decent hour. Have put on get up and get dressed instead of hanging around. Certain things that you want to do in a routine that will help to keep you motivated, and work on whatever it is that you want to work on before you go working on something else for somebody else. Like, you might want to get up at 5 or 6 in the morning, and for an hour or hour and a half or something, work on things that make you happy. Look for things that make you happy, and work on creating ideas. This is the most creative time of the day, is in the morning. So a lot of really successful people wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to work out or to think. So I'm not saying for you to do that, but that when you first wake up in the morning, dedicate that time to yourself. You can have your coffee or whatever, but make sure you're working on things that you love, and before you go and do whatever it is you're doing for somebody else. They don't want you to waste your peak hours or your peak energy or potential for somebody else. That's what I see as steel. I do love working with my hands, like sewing and such, but I have zero training in building or artistic stuff. I do like it very much, but wouldn't consider myself an artist. Well, nobody's hanging out. Nobody's. I didn't. I don't try not to label uh, yourself or compare yourself. Yeah, you like looking at it though. Um, Try not to label yourself what in and we tend to do that. This, as humanity tends to do this, is label ourselves or put us in a compartment that somebody else has already created. They just want you to be you. They want you to be you, exactly who you are, and do what you love to do best. And I feel as though you like to, and if you don't like to, then that's fine. But you say you like to work with your hands, but not building. You may be creative, and just not an artist, but just creative. And we're all creative in our own way. Does that make sense? So the first thing I saw was graphic artists or cartoons or like a line drawing. And then the other thing I saw was you being creative in the green technology. So you may figure out a way, I don't know. I don't, but it's about the way people live and what people use every day, whatever that might be. But these creative ideas are in the ether, and they're available to all of us. And if you have the knack and you have the desire, it's like you match to that frequency, and you'll receive the information or the inspiration. They said, I'm a former massage therapist. You are correct on a lot of these things, literally all of them. I just don't know how to artistically greenery building or organic stuff altogether. Been stuck. Ask, ask. And this is why it's important to sit for an hour each morning and create. Because just because we don't know doesn't mean it's not there. You know, be become comfortable in the uncertainty, because when when there's an unknowing or an uncertainty, this is where guidance can come in. But try to try to follow the breadcrumbs instead of figuring out how you're going to be successful. Go one breadcrumb at a time, one step at a time, and follow the path that you're being led. Um, yeah, and whatever is inspiring to you, follow your inspiration. All the best to you, Estiel, and thanks again for sticking around all this whole show. And thanks, Karen, for letting me know I've been on for over an hour. All right. So Nicole Magnus is here, and she said, I would love a message if you feel inclined. Thank you. And it's a pleasure to be here. They, um, they want you to, what I heard is somebody said, be respectful of yourself. Treat yourself with respect. And I feel as though they're saying like teach people how to respect you. And the way sometimes creating boundaries or sharing boundaries is a way of um, showing people how to respect you. And you can do this slowly. You can do this um, in whatever fashion you need to, but start doing things and saying, you know what, I don't want to sit at that place every day at the table. I would like to sit here from now on. Does anybody have any objections? And just, almost like change something that you've always wanted to do and move it. And it's like do things for yourself. I feel as though you're always letting other people go first. And it's not just that they go first, it's that they expect to go first. And, you can say, next time, it'd be nice to be asked if I would like to go first, or next time, would you ask me if I'd like to go first? Teach people how to treat you and how you would like to be treated. Um, and I'm saying that, and you're the last one. I'm so sorry. They just said she's the last one. But go first, and you stayed here the whole time. But I feel as though it's important for you to teach people how to treat you and how to treat you with respect. This is important for you to create this before it gets out of hand, if it hasn't already. I don't know, were you the youngest in your family? Oh, you guys. I don't know. See, it's sorry, Nicole. Well, hopefully you'll come back. Um, well, I don't think that she's here. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can stay for infinity, Karen. You're funny. Yeah, questions are closed. Thank you all very much. Thank you guys for having my back. Thank you, Bora Bora. Nice to see you. Karen is here, and so nice. Ah, okay. So Nicole says, haha, yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like it's just as simple as that. As soon as you start expecting respect, asking for respect, asking to be considered in a, it's just common courtesy. It's just mutual um, consideration. And just reminding people, and not to don't, but try not to reprimand them. Just remind them, say, I'm here too. It's nice to be included, or it would be nice to go first sometimes myself. Or, I've been patient all those times. And you don't even have to quantify it. You just have to say, I would like to go first. Just say what you'd like. And maybe set some boundaries and make some changes and say, the kitchen is closed after 7 p.m. I'm not cooking after 7 p.m. If you mess something up in the kitchen, you clean it up and make a rule. Make a rule. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're just a few seconds behind. But thank you, Nicole. Thank you very much. And I know that you can do it, and it's just a matter of, and people will respond because we've never asked before, And Karen says it was an excellent show, Jean. Thank you very much, Karen. You're so sweet. Oh, very nice. You're welcome, Nicole. You're very welcome. Player Love says great messages. You're welcome, Player Love. Infinity is here. Swampy 63, James Davis. See who else. Do a little shout out. Kendra is here. I saw you guys over here, Trisha and Rachel and Teresa. I'm sorry I didn't get to you guys. All right. Thank you all very much. I think I have everybody. Thank you all very much. And please do remember, if anybody's interested in a psychic study practice group, it's every Sunday and Tuesday. Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern. Sorry, Tuesday at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. It's twice a week. For the month of April is $25. It's $25 a month. You can come to both. You can come to one. You can come to all of them. You can, whenever you want to come, you can come. But it's a really good practice. And listen to the beginning of this. I think I was describing what we did. And I'll have to change the name of the show. I hope that everything's okay with Daphne. I'll have to check on her. And have fun. Everybody be careful out there that solar eclipse is tomorrow. And you just want to make sure that you are being mindful of, your actions and your words. And that's what they say. So I'll see everybody next week. I look forward to seeing all of your comments below. Thanks a lot. And let me just find my little thing. Yeah. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.